Mark,
Yes.
we're here in Seattle. You're homeless. Tell me about it.
I've been homeless off and on for 4 years. Back in 2008, my daughter and wife died. I had a nervous breakdown. I ended up in a hospital, a psychiatric hospital, for about 7 months. And when I came out, I found out very quickly that it doesn't matter how legitimate of a reason you have in capitalist society. If you don't show up for work or pay your bills for several months, you don't have anything anymore. I was being evicted, car repossessed. I basically lost everything that I hadn't already lost. And since then, I was homeless for about a year, worked my way off the streets, washing dishes at a little deli. Did that for about a year and a half, and then the place business slowed down. They had to let me go, and couldn't pay my bills. Ended up back out here again.
I'm so sorry.
This time around, I still have faith in myself and in my own abilities, but I have lost faith in this system. It works for the majority of people, and as long as it continues to do that, those people can just turn their heads and ignore those of us that it doesn't work for. I just encourage people to, stand together, not just homeless people, but human beings, because it is a human issue, not a homeless issue. Demand that we all have the basic essentials, the things that everybody needs to survive and live a halfway decent life, just have peace and maybe even a little bit of comfort.
So how do you survive during the day?
At this point, I kind of actually have given up looking for work, because I got to the point where I was about to lose my mind, just being rejected over and over again. I have at least taken a break from that, but I panhandle, fly a sign. Sometimes I go to day labor or like a temp service. Every now and then has, a small job for me. But mostly just asking people for help, spare change. You don't make that much, but for somehow, every day I get what I need, thank God. And no matter how much society wants us to believe that we're worthless, or as the name of this project even says, we're invisible or that we don't count, nobody is better than anybody else, and we're all just as valid in this situation as anyone. So I just encourage anybody who sees this to don't forget that. You don't have to believe in all the bullshit you've been told your whole life, but don't stop believing in yourself.
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
I'm not sure. I guess just silly, typical things like peace, for everybody, like no war, no famine, nobody in need or going hungry, that kind of thing. Just, everybody having what they need, and there being peace on earth, and that we would all be able to understand each other. Like, even if we had to, be a little bit patient or tolerant or try a little bit to be able to do that, that we would realize that it's worth the effort to try and understand each other, instead of just ignoring or getting angry or discounting those who we don't understand automatically. If you don't understand someone right away, then try a little harder. I had a sponsor in AA, and he said, you are not here to be loved, comforted, or understood. You were put here to love, comfort, and understand.
I like that.
And if we all lived by that, then of course, obviously, everybody would be loved, comforted, and understood. So I guess, I don't know if that really answers the question entirely, but...
Well, thank you very much for talking to me.
Thank you. I appreciate it.